All right, guys, over here on Hoodrat Podcast, guess what we got, man? We got Tony Fleecs from Stray Dogs, man. He also did some work for Star Wars. He did some work for Transformers, My Little Pony, and also Venom and Spider-Man, right? You had some of those... I
did some covers this year for Venom and Spider-Man, yeah.
The Spider-Man was a hot cover, man. That cover was super hard to get, and it's one of the probably one of the best covers all year. So
thanks, man. That's
congratulations,
very nice.
Man. So is there any projects that you want to let my audience know before we get started?
Well, my next book coming out is Stray Dogs Dog Days. It's a follow-up to Stray Dogs. It's a 2-issue thing. It comes out end of December, end of January. So December 29th, January 27th. It's short stories, one about each of the dogs from Stray Dogs. 10 stories, 10 different dogs. And the first one FOC'd last week, so it's already been ordered, but if you had Stray Dogs on your pull list, it'll probably show up in your shop. We sold a bunch of them, so you shouldn't have trouble finding it.
Hey, man, congratulations, man, on the success of Stray Dogs.
Thank you.
Tell me, man, how did the whole Stray Dog process start for you? Like, it's been a runaway success this year, man. Like, it's one of the best runs that came out.
Oh, thank you so much. It was just an idea I had, like, I was watching a thing about serial killers and there was a dog on it, and I got to thinking about like serial killers taking dogs as trophies, and then it all just sort of spiraled out of there. Like it grew out of that idea, and yeah, it's we worked really hard on it. Me and Trish Forstner, the artist, worked like maniacs on it for like going on 3 years now. Just been cranking on this book and really trying to make it the best thing we possibly could make, and I think it came out great and people really liked it and responded to it, which was really nice, because sometimes you work really hard on something and put it out and nobody notices. So this one, it was a nice surprise that people really noticed and got behind the book.
The success on it is phenomenal, man. Do you have a dog of your own that inspired you for any of the dogs and Stray Dogs?
Yeah. The dog Other Henry is based on my ex's dog, Juno, and then and I have a dog that's that same breed. That's a bull terrier, and Trisha's dog, the artist, her dog Eve is like the same kind of dog as Roxanne, the Malamute. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we definitely had in-house models for a bunch of these dogs.
Okay, cool, man. What can I ask you? What soundtrack inspired you, man? Do you listen to music first while you're doing your art? And is there a soundtrack or a song that inspired you while you were doing it?
Yeah, when I write, I listen to a lot of soundtracks. I listen to like Italian horror soundtracks, like Goblin, or like Fabio Frizzi, or like people that did like the scores for like Dario Argento and the Lucio Fulci movies. I like that kind of vibe. John Carpenter scores. That's just what I sort of like vibe out on when I'm writing. When I draw, I listen to a lot of podcasts, but if I really need to knuckle down and and work fast, I'll put on like Wu-Tang or My Chemical Romance, nice, or something, or just something where I can just sort of vibe out and work.
What podcasts are you listening to when you're doing your art?
I listen to like a bunch of different stuff. I listen, like everybody, I listen to like true crime podcasts and politics podcasts. Okay. Comics podcasts, I like 11 O'Clock Comics is one of my favorites. Okay. I go on there a lot. Those guys are like, I was a big fan of that show, and then I became friends with those guys just from meeting them at shows and stuff. Yeah, all of them. Like all the comic book podcasts that people are into, I'm into too. Like I'm awake and working so long during the day that I have to fill it with just constantly having talk in my ear. And then I'll watch like YouTube. I don't know if it's called podcasts on YouTube, but I watch people talk about shit on YouTube.
Yeah, man, that's kind of what I do. I just talk about shit on YouTube, man.
Yeah, that's this show I'm on right now.
Yep, right on, bro. Nice. And let's get some fun questions, bro. Man. Let me ask you, man. If life were a video game, man, what would be some of the cheat codes that you could offer somebody?
Cheat code. Write shit down, make lists. Okay. I find that works. break things down. If you have a big goal you're trying to make, so like, for instance, a video game, say we're Mario Brothers, we're talking about World 4, right? Well, don't worry about beating all of World 4, just worry about beating World 4-1 right now. Like, break things down into smaller, more manageable pieces, and then that's how you get stuff done, you know? Like, if you look at, like, when you're making a comic or a graphic novel or whatever, you look at it like this big, nightmarishly huge thing, it seems impossible. But if you go like, all right, well, first things first, I gotta write it. And I don't have to write the whole script, I just have to write an outline, right?
Yep.
Before that, I gotta just write notes down. You just make little tasks for yourself, write notes. And then the next day is like, all right, start working on an outline. And, you know, it's like, just give yourself goals, write it all down in a list so you can cross stuff off. And just, you know, take stuff one step at a time.
Okay, man. What advice would you give to your 18-year-old self?
Don't ever get a credit card.
There you go.
Don't try cigarettes.
Okay, man, I got another one for you. If you were being mentored by somebody and you were their apprentice, what would be the best advice that you would want from that mentor?
I mean, that seems like an impossible question. Like, I don't know what advice they're gonna give me unless I am mentored by them, right? Like when I've been in mentor-mentee type situations, you know, where I feel like I'm the student and somebody's really teaching me stuff, I'm always just trying to watch for, you know, I listen to the things they say, but I also just like to watch people work and see like the things that they do. Listen to what people say, but also watch the things that they do, so that you can sort of see stuff that maybe they don't even know how to verbalize to teach you. They just like a part of their process.
Okay, cool, man. If all the states in USA were represented by food, what food would be your home state be represented by?
I mean, all right, so what's my home state then? Where I'm born? Because I lived here longest. So I feel like I'm, at this point, this is home.
Okay.
But I'm born in Baltimore, so like, if we're talking Maryland, crabs is where it's at. You got to get the crabs in Maryland. Some people like crab cakes, but I feel like you just got to get a bushel of crabs and just dig into it like that. But if we're talking California, carnitas burrito.
There you go, man. Carnitas burritos, man.
Yeah.
In all honesty, what are some of your guilty pleasures that you're willing to admit?
Guilty pleasures. I mean, I'm not too guilty about anything. I'm proud of, shit that I'm guilty about, I'm definitely not going to admit to you. But like, you know, I love like Dawson's Creek, you know, I love Gilmore Girls. I love In Sync.
Hey man, I can get down a little bit of In Sync.
Yeah, I mean, they sold 1 billion records for a reason,
yeah,
right?
Bro.
They were good.
And our age, we had good memories when we had In Sync. Those are the good times, bro.
For sure, yeah.
You have to worry about shit.
That's when my knees didn't hurt.
that's when we didn't have fucking debt, you know, like, you know, that's what I'm saying, man. And last question, man, it is Christmas, man. And it is Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year, man.
Thank you.
What is your guilty pleasure Christmas song?
Oh, guilty pleasure Christmas song. All right, well, again, I'm not guilty about it, but you got to do Boyz II Men Christmas interpretations, of course. Going back to NSYNC, the NSYNC Christmas song, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love all of them. I'm excited for people to make new Christmas songs because I'm so down for the old Christmas songs that I'd like when people add to the pantheon. I mean, obviously Mariah Carey, like, goes without saying, is the all-time classic.
Yep.
But anytime somebody takes a swing and tries to make a new all-time classic like that, I'm on board with it. I like the attempts.
Hey Tony, man, I appreciate you coming on the Hoodrat podcast for my comic shorts.
For sure.
Hey man, let everybody know where they can find you on social media or your website. Where can they find you, man?
Yeah, man, follow me on @TonyFleecs. It's just my name, Tony, Fleecs. And I've got like a web store, TonyFleecs.com. But I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook and Twitter. And if you're on Facebook and you like the book Stray Dogs, there's like a Stray Dogs Facebook group. You can just look up like Stray Dogs Facebook group. and they got like whenever there's new stuff, books coming out or new covers or whatever, they trade stuff around, they make announcements, people give like discounts, you know, on their covers and stuff like that. So check that out if you dig stray dogs, if you're like a stray dogs collector.
Hey man, congratulations on all the success, and thank you for coming on, man, and I appreciate you, man.
Thank you very much.
All right, man.